Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa. Today's pick a card reading, as you can tell from the title, is a little bit juicier than who are you going to be, who's your next intimate partner, or whatever I titled it, but it's more about like your next sexual experience, who they are, kind of like what's going to go down. Excuse my nails to start off. They're looking crusty and dusty. I am sorry. And then shout out to Sarah for coming up with this video idea. I think it's been a while for some of us. And if that's you, that's all right. Go ahead and pick your pile now. Hello, pile number one. If you picked the citrine stone crystal, this reading is for you. When your next intimate moment is, who you're gonna have sex with next. Honestly, who, maybe what type of sex it's gonna be, how it's gonna go down. But let's talk about you first. So, I think that you can know whether this isn't better in life. I think you kind of have like a little bit of a competitive streak in you. You like to play games, and this could be in the bedroom or out of it. Like you like to maybe play cat and mouse. Take that as it resonates. You like to chase. You like the thrill of the chase, or you like to be chased. You like to tease. Whether you do it subconsciously or not, that's kind of how this person also perceives you. I think you're quite fun. You're not boring. It's fun to be around you. You have new ideas. You have you're just full of life. However, I think that right now you're kind of having a hard time, maybe with lacking, or maybe financial instability. Maybe there's something going on with you that's kind of blocking you, just in terms of life. Just kind of you unsure of something. Now this could be this person that maybe you're unsure of this person, and if you should move forward with them. So when it comes to them right now, they're kind of preoccupied by something. They're kind of like feeling also kind of blocked. And they're feeling delayed and a little bit like tied up with whatever is going on with them. Maybe they're distracted by what's going on in the world, or they're distracted by work or life. Something in them is kind of distracted, where they're not really making your connection their priority. So you could know this person or you could not, but they're not really making you a priority at this time, or they're not making a priority to meet someone or to be with someone, which is why it's not happening yet, and it hasn't happened yet. Take that as it resonates. And then we have the Two of Pentacles for them, and I think that they're just working on balancing everything out. Like they're working on balancing their work and their finances and their home life and everything that's going on with them. They're kind of just working to do that, and then for you guys to get together. So I think there's a little bit of a blockage here for you guys to get together in this way, or to express that this is what you guys want, because you guys both need to be on the same page, and you're not right now. You are kind of blocked from taking the first step into setting this connection on the right path, and they're just kind of taking their time. There's a delay in the road, but eventually when you guys get together, I think that there's going to be a little bit of a power dynamic between you guys, where one likes to make the other one scream louder, and kind of makes it a game of like who can make the other one cave first. Like maybe one of you guys is acting like you don't like what the other person's doing, like it's not a big deal, like whatever, and then all of a sudden someone gets a boner. And it's pretty funny, but I think that's the way your guys' dynamic will work. And then we have the Ten of Swords here. There's like a lot of you being on top, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, but there's a lot of you doing the writing, you making them feel really good, but they want to make you feel like you're theirs. They want to like make you feel like they're in control, they're in power. And I think that's where it switches off, and you're like, oh yeah, you think you have me where you want me, and then you turn the tables on them. A lot of back and forth with that. There is gonna be some like tying up eventually. I'm not sure about your maybe it is your, if you've never had sex with this person before, I think that maybe you'll work up to it, but that's kind of what they fantasize about, or that could be what you fantasize about. And you guys will work up to like tying each other up and exploring each other's body, and like I said, just making the other one cry out in pleasure. We have again, no, this is the Queen of Wands. So there's a little bit aspect of like, this isn't someone you should be interested in. This isn't someone that you kind of maybe even want to have sex with, like, you know what I mean, like they're not your first choice. There's something about this that's like, or maybe forbidden, like they're a friend of your siblings, they're a family friend. Take this as a resonance, but I do get the sense that there's someone, and they are someone in your life that you are not really supposed to be with or have a connection like this with. And it could be as simple as that, as like a family friend, or it honestly could be that one of you guys is in another connection. Take that as it resonates. You know what you are comfortable with, but yeah, big energy of like someone. And then also them kind of like wanting to possibly get caught, or wanting people to know that you guys are being intimate, to know that they kind of want to claim you, and by doing so that they do want other people to know that they are with you in that way. And then we have here, sorry, my cat every time distracts me a little bit, sorry. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So like I said, there's gonna be like a lot of writing. I think that for some of you guys, your first encounter could be in a car with this person, or your next, sorry, not your first, but your next, the next time you have sex. I kind of get a feeling it's gonna be in a car or something that's kind of moving, and that's why there's a little bit of a thrill of like getting caught. And I think that one of you guys is really into that, if not both of you guys. But like I said, there's something with you guys about like depriving your senses, one of your senses, so like the other ones can be heightened. So I think that you guys could be in a really dark area, and so it's kind of hard to see, but that makes things like more intense, because all you're doing is feeling that kind of stuff. Well, pile number one, that's all I really have for you. If this resonated for you, let me know in the comments. Remember that if it doesn't, that's okay. Not every reading is for every single person, but I'm glad you stuck around and watched, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys. Woo, baby. Number two is a juicy one. So I'm just gonna get started on what's going on here. Okay, so overall there is a sense of you knowing this person, you having a deeper bond than you care to admit to yourself, or that is spoken about. Okay, so there's a deeper bond that you guys share, and I think that this could be someone from your, not even your past, but someone that you've still been kind of dealing with, maybe an ex, maybe someone that you haven't, I'm not sure if you've slept with them before, but there's definitely a want there, a want for more as well. I think this connection wants to be more from both ends, but it's really hard for you guys to do that. So right now it's like a consciousness of lack, right? So you guys are kind of going against what your heart is telling you to, kind of unsure of yourself, a lot of self-doubt from both ends, and I get the sense that you are kind of, right now you could be, or you have been, or maybe you're kind of a little bit tied down by something, maybe held back by something, maybe right now lately you've been kind of maybe indulging in smoking, or smoking weed, or drinking, or oversleeping, overeating. So you're indulging in something a little more than you should be, a little more than you usually do. I think usually you can take things in moderation, but right now something's been having you kind of overindulging in whatever area of life. But also, I think you are very tempting to this person, and I think that your connection is one that makes you both feel kind of bound to each other in an unexplainable way, even though circumstances are kind of fucked right now, or it could feel that way. I think you're quite scared to go forward with your feelings. You're quite scared to let this person know, or maybe they do already know, and you're kind of like, no, I don't think they know. I think you're scared to let this person kind of know of your feelings. But you really want them to know, and you really want to start something really deep with them, and you really want to be with them in many ways. And for them, I get the sense that this could be a friend for some of you guys. So it could be a friend that you're still, an ex that you're still friends with. There's a level of friendship in this connection. And if this doesn't resonate now, this could be a future connection. Maybe you guys start off as friends. But with the Nine of Cups, I think that they do kind of dream about you and daydream about you and wish about you. Like, they do kind of like get in their head about you and kind of fantasizing about you. You are like their wish come true. Like, they see you and they're like, if I could just have them, I'd be so happy. Or they daydream about what it would be like to be together, have a deeper connection. This person is quite vibrant. I think that when you're around them, you feel really good. They feel like your sun. They feel like sunshine. They're so warm, and they make you smile without even trying. I think that this person has like the kind of face and kind of smile or laugh that's contagious, that like you don't even know why they're laughing, and you're like laughing your ass off, and you're just like, what am I laughing at? And it's just because they make you feel so happy. We're gonna get into the juicy stuff though. So what's interesting about this pile is that it didn't come out too kinky. There's a lot of traditional stuff going on. Like they want to bend you over, of course, but they want you to back it up. But if you're if you have a penis, they want you to obviously take them from behind. So the feminine energy wants to get pounded by the masculine energy, put it that way, and wants to, like, you know, look back and be like, are you liking what I'm doing? The feminine does. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to include all genders here. And they just want to feel up on you and have you feel up on them. Like, they just want a lot of touching and caressing and honestly cuddling. Like, they want a very sensual time with you. And that's what it's going to be, very sensual, very, but also dirty, also very, like, they couldn't wait to get your clothes off. Like, they were like, I can't believe this is finally happening. Like, I've been wishing for this. Like, they're going to be taking your clothes off as fast as they can. It's going to be quite passionate, but also, like, nurturing and loving, because this person has been waiting to do this with you. It's really sweet. They're going to want you to kind of, like, show them what you got, kind of tease them a little bit. But as soon as you do that, they're just gonna, like, jump on you and, like, just start taking your clothes off. So I think that the morning after, if you guys have the privacy to do so, if you guys sleep over each other's homes, they're gonna want to have you for breakfast again. So they're just gonna want to make you feel good all over again, like they did the night before. They're all, and then, like, while you guys are gonna have a second round probably in the morning, or this is all gonna start off during dinner, during, like, you guys could be hanging out, and or you guys are like, let's go out for dinner, or like, let's go out, maybe even lunch. I think that for some of you guys this could be a daytime thing where you guys are just coming over, like going over to someone's house or catching up during lunch, or there's a pretense of food and you guys just, like, make it happen. but they also just want to like spend time with you, right? So like they want this sexual encounter to kind of be like a little bit of a marathon. Like I think this is gonna last a little bit, like for some of you guys a couple days, but for most of you guys at least 8 hours, where like you guys are hanging out, you guys are having sex, stopping, taking a break, taking a chill break, pillow talking, and then starting up all over again and going wild. Pile number 2, when this happens, if you remember, and if you remember that this was what I predicted, please come back and let me know. I'd love to hear that. But I'll see you guys on the next video. Hello, pile number 3. If you picked the Moonstone, this reading is for you. I'm so happy you're here. So we're gonna get into kind of who they are, what's going on in the connection, or those types of details, and then towards the end I'll hit you with the really juicy stuff, but what you came here for. So first of all, you are a little closed off right now. I think you are kind of scared to give your heart to someone. I think obviously probably you were hurt really badly, like extremely super badly, where like your heart was like into tiny little mini little tiny pieces, and you were like, love ain't real, all these relationships ain't shit, all these people ain't actually happy. I think you got a little jaded and a little bitter there for a second, but I think that pretty soon, or you are already in the process of kind of healing yourself and releasing that thought process, because it's not serving you and it's not going to help you find what you really want, what you really crave, which is, I think, a really genuine, deep and balanced connection. And congratulations, because you're about to get it. So yeah, you're on some king shit right now. We got the King of Pentacles, we got the King of Cups. So you got your finances down, you got your housing situation down, you got your, like, all of your stuff, whatever is going on with you, your goals, your aspirations, you are doing it. You are, however slow the progress is, whatever the situation is, you are moving along, you are getting shit done, you are very abundant, as well as you, like, this healing that you're doing, you are becoming, who you usually are, who you are meant to be, which is like, you nurture people around you, you practice mindfulness, you could possibly journal. And if you don't, I recommend this to everybody, because we have so much stuff inside of us sometimes, anxieties, depression, like worries, all these things, right? And even good stuff. And I think it serves us to write them down, and then, maybe reflect on it later, even on a situation that happened, maybe like someone at work did you wrong. It benefits you to write it down, so you're not always kind of putting it on your friends and family, or if you feel kind of like you can't go to anyone, journaling it really helps. Sorry, I don't know why I got on that rant. Maybe you need to hear it. I don't know. Anyways, you're kind of getting your heart situation, your heart chakra balanced and aligned. So, like, wow, I'm impressed with you, because I'm sure it wasn't easy. And then we have here them. So when you guys get together, you guys are going to be committed, in a committed relationship. You guys are going to be like, how people say dating for marriage? Well, that's kind of the situation for you. Doesn't mean that, you plan to get married, or you believe, whatever the case is for you. This is someone that you will have a very deep and long-lasting connection. Sorry. And there's a progression here, and it kind of feels like everything was done right by the book. I think you definitely kind of made them wait. I think you guys took your time, or you guys will be taking your time, because of this past stuff that you've got going on. You, like, don't want to fall for the wrong person again, and I think by you waiting and not giving your body up is really going to be beneficial to this connection. Not saying that there's anything wrong with, like, sleeping on the first date, or, sleeping when, it's your body, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I think that for you guys, it benefits you to kind of hold off and get to know them. And they're not going to disappoint you. They're like a diamond in the rough. They really are. And they're just going to wait for you, and they're going to persevere, and they're going to just know that you are worth it. You are worth the wait. But they're also going to do a little bit of fighting for you. Like, they are not going to be afraid to, like, let you know that they want you, and they're not going to, you know, they're not going to lie to you. They're going to be honest and truthful about it. But now, the juicy stuff. You are going to be showing them a lot. I think that when you guys finally get together, they're going to, like, you're low-key going to blow their mind. Like, I think they are going to have, like, an amazing orgasm. Like, so good. That their toes are going to curl, that they're going to be left so satisfied by you. And I think you're going to kind of teach them. I think that when you guys get together, they could be a little bit vanilla, which is not a bad thing, but I think you're going to kind of introduce them a little to the world of a little bit of kinkiness, you know. However that applies to you, everybody has different kinks, but you're going to kind of teach them yours. There's going to be like a lot of exploring of each other's bodies, exploring of each other's minds. Like I said, there's going to be you kind of, you're not going to be afraid to take control and show them like how good you can make them feel. They're going to go fucking nuts for you. And I think that you guys are kind of going to build up to this, like, why it's also going to feel so good is because I think you guys will have had encounters before where there's no penetration and stuff like that. Maybe just makeouts, apply it to however, whatever's comfortable for you, but maybe just even kissing or hand holding, and then a lot of teasing, so that when finally you guys do get together, it's gonna be just like, and they're just gonna fall in love with your body and how you move and how you make them feel. And I think for you, it's not even like this doesn't even sound like a taxing thing, because I think you are so enthusiastic when it comes to sex, because you are a very sexual being, and maybe they haven't experienced that before. Maybe they're used to like having to coax the other person to be sexual, or being the one that has to teach people. But when it comes to you, I think that you are kind of, even if you're not very experienced, you are instinctually up for anything, instinctually like just very sexual and know how to please people. I think like without you knowing, through your different partners, you're the kind of person who just instinctively knows like what turns the other person on. Like some people have like in places in their bodies, I can't remember the word, that like turns them on, and for some people it could be like the back of the knees, the neck, the hands, the toes. Like everybody has a different spot, and I think that you just have a way of finding those spots without people telling you, right? Like they just end up like shivering, and like you just realize that you found their spot. And I think you're really good at finding that for a lot of different people, which is really interesting. And you're gonna find it for them, and they're just gonna be like, wow, like how does this person just know how to tease me? And then we have the Knight of Cups. I think that there's also going to be an expression of how you guys make each other feel afterwards, as well as during. I think that there's going to be a lot of like vocalization. For some of you guys, it's going to be talking dirty, and for others of you guys, just a lot of moaning and heavy breathing. Like it's going to be a session. Like by the end of it, y'all are going to be sweaty and ready for a shower that you might end up taking together. I don't know, that's up to you. But I would if I were you, because this person sounds pretty freaking dope. I'm pretty happy for you. Pile number 3, that's all I really have for you. If you like this reading, go ahead and hit like or subscribe to watch more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.